welcome back to Carly Stevens Books. I'm Carly Stevens and wanted to do another coffee talk. The first one was when I had COVID and it was in the middle of NaNoWriMo and there was a lot of stuff going on, but this time I thought I would look back at some of the things that I've, either done or learned, or just giving you a really open look at what this last year has been for me as an indie author and some of my ideas for next year. I'm going to keep a little bit close-lipped about that because I'm finalizing my plans, seeing what's actually plausible, what's something that I could actually do. So I don't want to jump the gun on that too much. But so grab your coffee, grab your tea, and let's have a chat. Yeah, well, good morning. It is 2022 still, but it's about to be 2023. So it's a good time to look back and think about how the last year has gone. This is the first year that I have worked part-time as a teacher and part-time as a writer. And in terms of just the freedom of that, it has been wonderful. I am, full disclosure, not making very much money, which I've alluded to on this channel before, but it's true. I feel like so often as indie writers, especially if you're going to places that can give you some good advice, where there are a lot of successful indie writers, then the information that you get in terms of what they make, 5, 6, 7 figures, is inspiring on the one hand, but disheartening on the other, especially if, like me, you've been writing and publishing for several years and you see people who have been publishing for less time making far, far more. So I hope that this number is just many times higher when I recap 2023 because of the plans that I have. But yeah, this year I only made, in terms of my author business, about $2,500, which isn't nothing, but when you think about the number of hours that go into writing a series of books and all these things, it's not very much. But I want to say that for a couple of reasons. First, I think that what people make should be a little bit more transparent than it is. It shouldn't be a taboo topic. And also, you can be a pretty happy indie writer without making 6 figures. Of course, I would love to make 6 figures. At this point, once I hit 5, I'm going to be just over the moon. I will be so excited. But what has been important to me is the freedom, again, to create things, and just the joy that I get out of holding one of my own books in my hand and hearing from people who've enjoyed the stories. I mean, there's nothing like that. Nothing like that at all. So I have had a couple wins this year, for sure. Laertes, the Hamlet retelling, came out in July, and that has been my best-selling book. It really is starting to find its audience, people who love dark academia and Hamlet and all those things. In terms of my young adult fantasy, the Tanyuan Academy series, that's, at least at the moment, what that is comprised of, that has all gone into audio this year. So it's been a big year for audio for me. My first audiobook came out January, February-ish. Second one was in July, and then the last one in the series, Kingdoms on Fire, just came out a couple weeks ago. In fact, Amazon is still rolling around the algorithm. It hasn't quite landed in Audible yet, which is irritating, but yeah, that has been just the greatest joy. Coming out with Laertes and then having those audiobooks out in the world has been so fun. And I have a a Hallmark Christmas kind of pen name, Anne Harrison, that I don't think I've mentioned on this channel. It's possible, but it's just short, little, sweet Christmas romances. And my sister is actually getting into some voice work, and she also put out the first in the short and sweet Christmas romances on audio as well, Kate and the Christmas Ride. It's about 2 hours long. It is charming. So yeah, 4 audiobooks this year, which has been financially a burden, but personally so fun. I have just enjoyed every moment of working with my narrators and listening to the amazing products that they come out with. So again, financially, not great. Personally, it feels like such a victory, such a dream come true. And I am finding out how to convert that into more of a living, because otherwise I won't be able to do this part-time thing for that much longer. I could do it for another year, I think, but I don't know how wise that would be if I still make the same amount, which is, as I told you, not all that much. So yeah, those are some of the big rocks in the 2022 year. I revamped my website. It looks so much better. I started doing much more of a consistent newsletter, including the ARC team for Laertes. That was really fun. I really enjoyed doing that. So I expect that I'll do something like that for the next release. Yeah, lots of little things that I've learned. Like, if you're going to put out a paperback through KDP, Kindle, their publishing platform, then you can't put it on pre-order. It just automatically goes live. I think I did that twice on before realizing that that's the case. So hopefully now it'll be in my brain that I have to wait to upload the paperback until right as the book is supposed to come out. Otherwise, it releases way before the ebook and anything else. So yeah, that was good. I also spoke at my first conference this year in April, the Pikes Peak Writers Conference, and I'll be doing it again this upcoming April. So that's super fun. I really enjoy speaking and sharing what I know, what I've learned with other people, trying to give an engaging, I almost said performance. It is a performance, but session, And so yeah, that's been positive. Next year, speaking of next year, I have a few plans that I can share with you, though not too many. So next year, I am planning to return to the world of the Tan Yuen Academy with different characters. This new story is going to take place after the Tan Yuen Academy series has ended. So if you've read the series, then you know that there's an epilogue at the end of the final book. So it happens between the end of the story and the epilogue. But again, with new characters. There's some cameos of people that you'll recognize, but it really stars a whole new cast of people that I really enjoy, and I think you will too. And then I am planning on producing one more audiobook. Well, maybe 2. We'll see. I definitely am planning to put Laertes into audio using Jake Ruddle, the same guy who did the Tan Yuen Academy series, because I think he just has a lovely Shakespearean style voice that would be a great fit for that story as well. That's not going to come out until the last half of the year, and that's generally going to be true for most of my projects. I have a very ambitious set of plans, and that is all I'm willing to share right now about what what those are, but it entails a lot of writing for the first 6 months of 2023 for me, and then the last half will have lots of different releases. So you can look forward to all of that. If you're interested in being on the forefront of all of that, then you can sign up for my newsletter and you'll get free short stories, and you'll be the first people to find out that, things like the title of the upcoming work, the cover, you'll get to see the cover first. And if you're interested in being a beta reader and actually reading the book first, then that is your one-stop shop as well. So I'll post the link below for the newsletter. I'm sure I've left out lots of things. I came into this without too much of a plan. I wanted it to be like you're actually having some some coffee with me, but that is a look back at 2022. In a lot of ways, it has been personally successful. Now 2023, let's be financially successful, and then I'll get back to you guys. If you've read any of my books, I would really appreciate it if you would tell a friend, leave a review, get a Christmas present for somebody that you know likes the genre. All of that helps out tremendously. Not just me, but other indie writers as well. So that is it. I hope you guys have Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, and I will see you soon. Bye.